Hey, this is David Wakefield of Prime Lending.
Steve Williams with the Edgewater Home Team and eXp Realty.
Very good. Okay, so at this point now you've narrowed the home search, you've picked the top houses, and now it's time to make an offer. So how's this work? Because at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back waiting at this point, right?
Yeah, the fun begins, and you don't want to wait too long because if you really find the home you want, there's nothing wrong with going in and making a strong offer. And strong offer doesn't necessarily mean price. You can make your offer look very attractive in many ways. One would be the number of days before you actually close on the property. That's why it's important to get pre-qualified with a really strong loan pre-approval letter from David, so that you can go in with confidence in making that offer with a close date of maybe 30 to 35 to 40 days, something like that. And that might be more attractive than your other offers. Other things to keep in mind are the inspection periods. There are ways to shorten that up to make it more attractive to the seller to accept your offer, even if maybe you're offering less. Binder amount has a big to do with how a seller would view your offer. And remember, that binder is refundable during that inspection period. We have very buyer-friendly Northeast Florida Association of Realtor buyer forms that we use to your benefit, so to make sure you go in with eyes wide open. So there's a myriad of different ways to put this in a form that is very attractive to the seller, but helps you with the best price possible for your ultimate purchase price.
Very good. Thanks, Steve. And by the way, at this point in the mortgage process, there's different ways to go about it. What I encourage people to do is to seek what we call our buyer's edge approval. And what that means is when we're going through this initial search, we're treating it as if you are making an offer right away. And what I mean by that is we'll physically take the loan application, we'll gather all your documents, your bank statements, your pay stubs, your W-2s, we'll verify your employment, and we'll sign an application based on kind of that max desired sales price that we think you might want to go to. Then we fully process the file, we get it through underwriting, and at this point, all I need, if we have our buyer's edge approval in place, if you take those steps, which I'd encourage you to do, all we need is title and insurance and an appraisal. And if we do that, now in theory, you can come in and say, hey guys, I can close in 10 days, you know?
Yep, and a key point about that, so you know what you can qualify for. And Dave and I work very closely together that once you identify that property and you decide on what you want to offer for that home, we're not going to give them, we got to show them proof that you're able to finance and purchase this home. So we don't want to give them a pre-approval letter. This is where we work on your behalf. We don't want to give them a pre-approval letter that shows the maximum amount that you can afford. We want to give them a pre-approval letter that matches exactly what your offer price is. We don't, again, we're working to get you the best price possible, and that's one way to do it.
Yeah, perfect. And on that, guys, it's very, very simple for me to generate updated letters. So in a lot of cases, we might say, well, hey, we're looking at, 700,000 tops. So maybe I'll send one at 650 and 675 and 700. And that way Steve might have a couple of letters kind of in his back pocket, and he can pull those out if you need to increase the offer to get
exactly. And all these points work to your benefit in the end, and that's what we're here for, to get you the best possible price and terms that you can hope for.
Exactly. Perfect. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. And stay tuned. Next one, we're going to talk about what you do when the contract gets accepted.
Oh my gosh.
It's coming up.